Kumar, Jason Jang, and Harold Kim up to the stage. Everyone, round of applause, please. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Harold Kim, the moderator of this session. First off, I'd like to have these guys introduce themselves briefly. I'll start with you.
Hi, my name is Gong Choi. I'm a CEO of a blockchain marketing and consulting company called Axioms.
Hi everyone, my name is Katia and I represent GNX, Gennaro Network. We are a public chain with a storage capability and we are actually pushing our test net out quite quickly in the next week, and then once that's stable, we are pushing our mainnet ready for dApp development.
Hi, my name is Praneeth Kumar. I'm the co-founder of Global Blockchain Foundation. It is one of the largest non-for-profit organization for blockchain and decentralized ecosystem. We have over 1.4 million community members in and around India and Southeast Asia and Korea. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Jason. Hopefully you guys didn't forget my name because my presentation was only 10 minutes ago. I'm representing HEX, which is health-related blockchain application. Hopefully I can apply that in Hong Kong also.
All right, let's start with Kawan. What does your company do? Can you just explain a little bit more in detail, please?
Our goal is to become a project facilitator and to gather the decentralized participants and to build up a healthy blockchain-based ecosystem. I entered the blockchain industry in earnest last year. I've seen many of my ex-colleagues enter in the blockchain industry and gain some really humongous results. And one thing I was curious about is the blockchain. How does the blockchain industry, how will it end at the last? Because since I entered the industry, I've seen many blockchain projects appear and disappear. And I spent a lot of time finding out what is the core power for the projects to gain success in the industry. And one thing I found out was it's not only about the technology, but it is about how the projects are really putting their effort in building a healthy ecosystem. And our project is delivering some service to the blockchain projects, mainly based in Korea, South Korea and China, to establish their business and ecosystem in the Korean market.
Okay, thank you. Can we continue with Katia and give us a...
So, as I mentioned, we're a public chain with storage capabilities. Actually, we're the first ones in the Asian region to actually try that, and we've succeeded. We have two dApps that are out at the moment. One is called the Gennaro Eden, one is called Gennaro Sharer. And what these apps allow people to do is actually use your data and make them into value. So if you can imagine our lives, we're constantly generating data, and where is that data going to, right? Here I am speaking to you guys on stage. You guys are out there, passively listening or actively listening, but we're all creating data because we're here. It's so and also the images you take, the text that you create, these are all utilized somewhere by a centralized system. So we're trying to tackle the issue of, I guess, data misuse by centralized systems in the beginning. And we created these dApps, so eventually it'll become an ecosystem where, for example, I take a picture of my really cute fluffy dog, and then someone somewhere in the globe, some maybe middle schooler, is doing a project, and they need a picture of a white fluffy dog, and they find my picture, and they upload it, they download it, they use it, and then I will be able to receive the incentives for it. So it's peer-to-peer, and it's very direct. It's, you end up getting the gains from your data. And essentially that's what we're doing.
That's interesting. Okay. Next off, Praneet, can you elaborate on your company?
So our journey in blockchain started in late 2014 when we were actually working on a white paper to develop the next generation cyber infrastructure for the government in India, and that's when we discovered blockchain. And by mid of 2015, we fell in love with this opportunity and the cross-functional space between other emerging technologies and blockchain. And the idea was so appealing, and we were so much into that whole concept that we immediately started our consulting organization, and we backed immediately some global projects in IT because we come with some rich experience in IT. And that's when we realized there's no awareness with the government. Large enterprises are still figuring out what to do with blockchain. Some of them, they misunderstood blockchain with Bitcoin. That was funny. And the worst thing is when we wanted to actually get some skills around implementing blockchain, we found absolutely no one. So we thought that instead of first venturing into a for-profit organization, let's build the ecosystem. And that's when the whole idea of a Global Blockchain Foundation came into picture in late 2016, and 2017 was the birth of Global Blockchain Foundation. So in Global Blockchain Foundation, basically we are having 5 major focus. First focus is we are evangelizing blockchain and actually helping a lot of emerging governments to understand the space of crypto economics and blockchain, and try to help them with the regulation around that, so that it gives the right incentive for a lot of investors and enterprise people to actually invest in blockchain and developing blockchain technology. Second, we are working with a lot of large enterprise to actually figure out what can be different use cases around blockchain. We do that with having a very intense integration with all the startups globally around blockchain. We help them set up their architecture, connect them with the right people, maybe government. Fourth is we are helping a lot of family offices to actually understand this space and how to evaluate blockchain projects, especially from the team size, the project size, the market evaluation, the risk involved. And fifth is we are building 100,000 blockchain and hybrid professionals around emerging tech. So we are working a lot in the skilling space. So these are the 5 major areas we are working. We have done some fantastic events worldwide. We have done in Dubai, we have done in Korea, we have done in Singapore, and now next month, 3rd and 4th, we are doing a huge summit in Malaysia around ASEAN. We are putting together all the ASEAN nations together. So that's what briefly what GBF does.
That's amazing. Jason, I know you gave a speech earlier, but is there anything you want to add?
All right, I'll just add one thing, because first time that I met blockchain was only 3 years ago. 3 years ago, we start with the R&D center. So we built a coin, write a white paper. Then we go on with a mining center. So we start understanding POW style of the machine. Then we had a needs of the exchange. So we built the exchanges. So not only just thinking about the structure of the ecosystem, but I really went into the whole system to experience the whole thing. Then I met GBF. So we are working together, and I'm also part of GBF. By representing, we must let people know blockchain is usable. Utilization was really important. So I help HEX, I'm representing HEX because with a certain blockchain project, when I see it, utilization is really, really close to the reality. Then I jump in to their project. So I think you might see me in many different projects.
and looking forward to it.
He's actually leading GBF Korea. He's also on our board of Global Advisory. So he's helping us actually really connect with the key stakeholders in blockchain.
Congratulations, you added a very valuable asset to your team. Just going to go off the subject and improvise and ask a question that a lot of you are thinking, which is, will there be another bull run before the 2018 is over? It's just a simple yes or no question. I know a lot of you are also really interested in when the next bull run is coming. So I want to start with Gowan. What do you think? Is it a yes or no?
Sadly, no.
Oh, you don't think so? Okay. Is there any reason behind this?
Because, yeah, just shortly speaking, currently the China, yeah, they're pushing some hard regulations on the blockchain industry. And for Korea, later I think Mr. Chen, yeah, will talk something about the Korean market regulations. But still, I have a quite negative perspective on it. Yeah, it might be better in the later of 2018, but yeah, so.
Okay, thank you.